Well, I just want to thank you for your brilliant dissertation here today on all these dimensions of our problem as human beings trying to get along. One of your colleagues, and I'm sure a friend, Dr. James Cone, talks about one of the things that we black people need to begin to consider more of, which you spoke to today, is a theology of the mind, of our minds, because we tend to leave that out. We tend not to look deeply into meanings of things and how meanings get mistranslated, misdirected over time, and people's beliefs end up being formed by those problems. And so I just would like to add to your list of things on theological dissonance is neurology. And that's one of the things that I'm looking into now is how do our beliefs become embedded in our biology? And that's one of the things that's happening with everyone, is that our beliefs, our culture becomes embedded in our biology. Our nervous systems become hardwired to reflect our beliefs. So you can't tell someone that their beliefs are wrong, incorrect, misdirected, or whatever, because they can't hear that, because they've been socialized to believe what they believe. Even if it is, you can use rational arguments to show, well, maybe there's another point that you might want to consider to open you up. And so there's a whole new field called neurotheology now that's looking into how culture, and particularly culture, because we're this way because we've been this way, spiritual people, for hundreds of thousands, millions of years. That's part of our biology. Our spirituality is part of our biology. It's expressed differently because there's different cultural systems, ethnic groups, and so forth and so on. So I would just want to add to your pyramid there the importance of biology or neurology. If you want to comment, it's okay.
It would come under the second one, anthropology, as a part of your being a human being. Neurotheology, how you're wired, would come under humans, the study of humans as a human being, which would include, so you're right, but it would include, it would be in terms of the study of human beings, how the nervous system is wired. Do I see a God who wires people to hate forever? Or do I see a God who wires people who can change? Is transformation, I know, that's my point. But if I see it as, no, we've been this way, we're going to keep on being this way, then that means my God is not a God of transformation. And I don't believe people can change. But that comes under the field. How do I see other humans? What you just said, I believe people can change. So did Jesus. How do we do, to get Tracy's question, then how do we get people who look at disabled people, there's something wrong with them, that God did it to them, to change that kind of thinking and the kind of language that inflicts more pain upon them? But
so many people are theologically
autistic. He said, I told you, Brother Deep, he said so many people are theologically autistic. Y'all, I got to go change clothes for the service.
Stand on your feet and give our pastor praise. There is a reception in the atrium. And let us just pause for a word of prayer and the benediction before we leave the sanctuary. Gracious, loving, and kind God, we thank you for this brilliant man. We thank you for his mind. We thank you for his spirit. We thank you, oh God, for his heart. And now, God, we pray that you would continue to bless his ministry, bless his life, bless his family. God, bless him as he goes on to a new chapter in his life. And God, we know that you will be with him. You have been with him, oh God, for 36 years of ministry. And we praise you, God, for all that you have done. And we're going to praise you right now for what you will do.